What's up, motherfuckers? Chris Hollowicki coming at you with a new trailer reaction video. And today is an extra special episode because we are covering the new movie in the FP trilogy, FP Forever. I am having trouble pronouncing it every single time. But yeah, check it out. New FP movie. And the fourth in the series, and also the second film of two that I supported in an Indiegogo campaign. The first being FP3, Escape from Baco, which both movies, from what I understand, you can find my name in the credits. This is a Drunken Atheist funded project, in a way, in a small, tiny small part. But yeah, I've been so excited for FP4. Been laying in wait with all the way the past few years have going. It's held things back, held people in certain countries, quieted down the film festival scene. Speaking of film festivals, I also have a copy of Beats of Rage, the FP2 here, which I saw at a film festival, a horror film festival in Chicago. The first time I saw this, which that was great. And you know what? Why don't we do the whole history of my fandom of the FP? Here is my copy of the FP on DVD, which I found literally 10 years ago in 2012 while I was liquidating a local Blockbuster video store, which I did to Blockbuster video stores all over the west suburbs of Chicago land. Yeah, so the FP is, I've been a super fan of it for like a decade now, and just to see how it's evolved and where it is now is just great. I'm glad J-Tro is still doing it. And I'm all here for it, to the point where my name is in the credits of two of the movies. But let's stop, reminiscing, and let's look forward. Oh, son of a bitch. J-Tro got a write-up in this website called Screen Anarchy. FP Forever, Jason Trost, adds another chapter to his trilogy this February. Once more into the fray. The FP. Jason Trost has done it again, adding another chapter to what they have dubbed the FP trilogy. And once again, Trost has written, directed, and starred in this fourth chapter called FP Forever. Said it right that time. Yeah, so this is awesome. The poster looks great. I love the art direction, as usual. And we have a trailer and some behind-the-scene footage we're going to look at right fucking now. And how about, let's just jump into it. Here comes the trailer. FP Forever. Evs. Let's do it.
J-Tro, there is hope. A cure.
All right, time out. Because part of this film that I know so far is a lot of it was filmed during COVID, which is to a detriment to a lot of independent filmmaking. But look at this opening shot that they're showing in this trailer here, distributed by XYZ Films. That's dope. Here we go. Look at this shot.
J-Tro.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That looks solid as fuck. Man, I have to visit this part of the mountain area of California around the FP, the actual FP. It looks like the most gorgeous scenery I've ever seen. I gotta visit it sometime.
There is hope. A cure for your peeps. Beyond your time.
The quad force ain't no prophet sin.
KCDC.
It's a prophet king.
We're not alone.
Yes.
You know, they say the perfect drink can help you see the future, help you erase your past. Drink to that.
You'll drink to anything. You're an alcoholic.
Yes. All right, we got some returning cast. I'm feeling a cramp in my face right here because I'm trying not to, like, cheese out on camera right here. Show my teeth. It's an act of aggression to animals. Just in case any dogs, cats or dogs are watching. Let's see one thing I noticed. I said Sean Whalen is back, which is good to see. I was just reading up on this guy's career. Couldn't be more than a week ago because I saw him in a YouTube video released by the people making the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, and he was doing mocap for them. So I was just recently reading about him just the other day. And also it looks like Dadtro is back. Yes? Yeah?
You'll drink to anything. You're an alcoholic.
And what's he drinking there? It's not quite blue enough, but it would be funny if they did a callback to drinking mouthwash. That part of the FP2 trailer always got such a fucking laugh out of me. It's confidently chugging mouthwash. Yeah, that looks great. How about we check out some of this behind-the-scene footage since I got y'all here, though, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. I almost left without doing that. Let's watch.
FP4Ev started out great. We had this amazing crowdfunding campaign where we made a silly 4-part workout video set in the FP universe to help raise funds for the film.
Welcome to Duck Fit, baby. All right, here we go, everybody.
F-Peeps, who we called Silver Screen Muggers, came out from all over the country who donated to the campaign to help be in the film and bring this to life. And we're like, great, this is awesome. Let's go make our silly sci-fi, adventure film. And then COVID hit about 1 week into production, and we were left with one big question, which was, how do we finish a big, silly sci-fi adventure film in a living room painted green with 4 people? At this point, we were in pre-production and everything was going great. Our producer and all-around art department genius wizard, Michael Lee, informed us that he was about to tear down his house and build a new one in its place. At which point he offered to let us use the house in the backyard for whatever we needed on the film, and thus we turned the property into our official FP backlot. We had sets and workshops, building props in the backyard, sets in the garage, and of course, a big empty living room. I knew the scope of these movies were going to be bigger than anything I'd ever made before, and I wanted to use some green screen throughout the movie to help accomplish this. So we went to the hardware store and got about, 20 gallons of green house paint and just started going to work on our producer's living room, and before we knew it, we had a 360 green screen. But,
nice.
Shortly into production, when the pandemic hit, we decided, well, we already have this green living room, so why don't we just quarantine together with our 4-person crew and just make the entire rest of this film in the living room. We got to the point where we finished shooting the movie, which, is usually a big relief, but
Nice.
I had one really big problem. I had an entire movie with no backgrounds. At first I thought I'd just build some miniatures and use some trick photography and a lot of smoke, and that would be that, and everything would work out fine. But, as I got into it and started experimenting and learning how far I could push things in post-production, I decided to take my miniature work to the next level and integrate it with photo and video plates to make everything feel, in my opinion, more real.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I'd go out during the pandemic with just me and my wife, and we'd hike around to these really cool landscapes in the middle of nowhere, and we'd take pictures, and then I'd bring them back home to the apartment and start building our world in the computer. I'd start with a picture or video plate I took out in the field, and then go through the library of pictures from various vacations and whatnot that I've had over the years, and I'd crop out whatever set pieces or props or anything that was interesting I thought went along with the movie. I'd add the miniatures that we built into the backgrounds of the shots, and then slowly I'd make my way to the foreground, and then once I was happy with kind of the skeleton of the frame, I'd start adding weather and lighting and smoke effects and whatever I could to bring the picture to life, to make it some sort of living Photoshop.
That's awesome.
I continued to use this method throughout the film, cataloging pictures I'd taken, experimenting with lighting and blending and effects techniques. And basically, this movie never once touched After Effects or any other VFX program. I did the entire movie, everything you see, inside of Final Cut Pro X. Sometimes having upwards of 100 video layers, creating this video Photoshop effect and bringing the pictures to life.
See, I figured that he was, because I could see I'm getting the second and third movie probably a little bit mixed up. But if you look at the lighting in Drunken Atheist Studio, I figured that even on this one, he was doing a lot of this. Like getting just like a lot of just like LED lights and stuff like that. But that apparently is not the case, as you could see in these shots here. Because look, I figured he just had like a, like right here, look. I figured he just had like, just yellow light or whatever. I mean, I did.
Cataloging pictures I'd taken, experimenting with lighting and blending and effects techniques.
Especially with the purple stuff,
never
because
once touched
I
After
do
Effects or
the
any
purple
other
stuff
VFX
on myself.
program. I did the entire movie, everything you see, inside of Final Cut Pro X. Sometimes having upwards of 100 video layers, creating this video Photoshop effect,
like
bringing the pictures to life.
Right there, like I figured that he probably had purple lights blasting on him, like I do in Drunken Atheist Studio. But this is it's a lot more complex than that.
I'm super happy and proud of what we achieved in this movie, because I feel like with the situation we're presented and this process that I developed along the way, it's given this movie a truly unique look, and with a feel that mixes old school and new school VFX technology into something completely doable for anyone, with a computer and a can-do attitude. Yeah, so TLDR, that's why we went ahead and made a big, silly sci-fi adventure film with 3 or 4 people during COVID in living room painted green.
Damn, that's so cool. I'm glad I know this going in. I'm gonna obviously watch this movie the day it drops on VOD. I'm excited to see it. Some more choice moves by J-Tro. But yeah, that's about all I got there. FP for Evs. Have you guys, anyone watching, have you watched the FP trilogy? Are you up to date? Have you checked out all these films? The FP2 and 3 are 2 of the 5 Blu-ray discs that I own, besides PlayStation games. I stopped after DVDs, right after I stopped liquidating Blockbusters, and I got an obscene amount of DVDs out of that. I'm like, you know what, physical media. And now I'm sitting with hundreds of VHS tapes staring me down, hundreds of DVDs on different shelves, and now you watch everything on your telephone. Man. Well, it's a good thing that FP4 Evs is going to be mixing old school and new school, I guess. I don't know where the connection is there. I don't know, guys. I'm exhausted. It's 4:20 in the morning in Chicagoland, and I gotta go. But yeah, if you're watching here on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bong for notifications so you know when I'm back doing more of this. But yeah, goodbye. Oh yeah, do you recognize any of these logos? You should go, if you recognize the logo, find me on the website. The logo